it would show you if water was in the lungs, if he drowned.
Yeah.
Um, so all of the evidence, to me, is proving their stories wrong. He was not left on the island. He was in the boat because we heard them saying, did he pass, or and and so and he did. I don't think he drowned either. I think they did it on the boat, and that's what I see. It seems that way to me. So it's like they're taking so long. We're not really hearing. There's no indictments. It feels like, what is it, 3 weeks? We're at the end of July. This happened in July 4th, 5th, 6th. So all of this time, it's clear, like social media people, we've all found the evidence. Everyone is pitching in, trying to figure out what's happened. And so what are they doing? I think, they're really trying to cover it up. So
Yeah.
anyway, so what do you
Thank you
guys
for that.
think about what I
Thank you for
said?
that. It's a lot of information, right, that we've covered, over the last, even just the last week, and they're saying some of the same sentiments, right? The throat and other organs that are missing have been kind of the thing we've been looking for. Is it being taken seriously? There haven't been any updates. What I do believe is, I do believe it was intentionally done to undermine the investigation, right? I believe that full out. Whether that happens sometimes or it doesn't happen sometimes, I think in this particular case where the stakes were much higher and the ME's office, Stacy's office, knew what we were looking for, I think it was intentional. There's no other thing that's going to make me feel like it wasn't, even if it doesn't indicate to me, right, that there was a drowning or whatnot, or if it was a drowning, right, I still am going to have questions, because that doesn't mean that somebody didn't participate. It wasn't assisted drowning. That
Right.
doesn't automatically mediate or remedy that argument. So then when I think about the throat and I think about maybe a compressed throat, compressed windpipe, something or another, I think evidence of that, trauma of that, bruising of that would be in the throat. And I think withholding it will undermine it, because after decomposition sets in, that it lessens the chance that they're going to be able to find what they're looking for, because the discoloration from decomposition and just general bruising is going to become very blurred or hard to realize. So I
Hmm.
believe fully that this was done on purpose.
I agree. And I think they held back those organs, the throat and so forth, the lungs, because it would prove what happened. Those are the very things
Hmm.
needed to prove what exactly happened. How was he unalived?
Yeah.
And so I think that they're holding it back. And I don't know, but this thing is not going to die. I'm just curious now to see how they're going to try to squash this, or they don't want those boys, the white kids, to have a record. They're concerned
Hmm.
about their careers, and that's what
Yes,
they
I
don't care about. They
100%
don't
agree
care
with that.
about Nolan. He's a
I do
beautiful,
100% do agree with that.
beautiful boy, and it's just so sad. But they don't care. They just care about nothing happening to those kids that were on the boat that committed this unaliving.
I agree. Kamitra, you were going to say something?
Yes, all I was gonna say is that it's really unfortunate for this young boy. Like, the mom just wanted answers, and I think it's funny how the grandpa turned down the towing company whenever it's time for the towing company to come and get the boys. And I think it's funny that the boat was out in the water 4 times after they said that the boat was sinking. I also think that it's good that the mom is getting subpoenas for all of the Snapchats, Instagram, and all the other data that was happening. I think that it was totally disrespectful in putting his body upside down and sitting it to the family. That is a sign of disrespect. And justice for Nolan. No one deserves that. That kid had a really big future. And
Hmm.
I see that all the other boys are on ESPNs having football deals and everything. And Nolan was going to go to the NFL, and his life was cut short. So
Yeah.
I definitely think justice should be
So
served.
some of you are saying NFL clips, trying to figure out what she's talking about. Bart in particular, he just got named for, what is it, all season or preseason for Wyoming. All American is something or another. So if you want to look up Bart in his Wyoming University, it'll pull right up. It'll pull right up. He was named a couple of days after Nolan passed away on the team. So whatever significance that is to the football community. All right. Let me give you anything else, Kamitra, because I'm gonna start dropping y'all down and adding some more people. Anything else you want to say before we
All I
drop
want
you
to
in the
say is
chat?
Justin for Nolan Wells, and thank you so much for allowing me to be on this panel to talk about this.
Okay.
Thank you
Thank you very
guys.
much.
You can
Appreciate
drop me
you.
too and give somebody else a chance. I really appreciate. You can drop me too and give somebody else a chance. I really appreciate it. You allowing me to
Absolutely.
speak.
Thank
Guys, get out of here, you